If you're looking at a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor in 2026 and the Dell S3422DWG is still on your radar, you're in the right place. This is my brutally honest 2026 review of this aging workhorse, and I'm going to tell you if its one stellar specs still justify a single dollar of your hard-earned cash. I've spent weeks with this screen, and I'm here to reveal the one critical flaw no other review seems to mention in 2026. But here's what surprised me. After living with it, my final recommendation is not what you'd expect for a monitor this old. Therefore, for the best price, click the link in the description. /N//N the Dell S3422DWG is a name that echoes from the early 2020s. It's a 34-inch curved VA panel, 3440x1440 resolution, 144 Hz refresh rate. Those were the golden specs for productivity and immersive gaming just a few years ago. It promised a seamless blend of work and play, a giant canvas for your spreadsheets and a thrilling window for your games. But in 2026, the monitor landscape is a completely different beast. OLED is becoming affordable, Mini-LED is trickling down, refresh rates are soaring past 240 Hz. So why are we even talking about this old Dell? That's the real question. Therefore, let's dive into the very first thing you notice, the design. Does it feel dated or timeless? /N//N pulling it out of the box, the S3422DWG has a sober personality. It's not flashy. The matte black plastics are sturdy but not premium. The stand is massive and stable, offering height, tilt, and swivel adjustments, which is fantastic. No wobble. This thing is planted. But the bezels. Oh, the bezels. In an era of near-borderless displays, these chunky black borders feel like a throwback. They're not deal-breakers, but they whisper previous generation. It's like a reliable sedan in a world of sleek electric cars. It gets you there comfortably, but without the wow factor. Therefore, the physical build is a mixed bag. Functionally excellent, aesthetically aging. /N//N now, let's power it on. The initial wow of a 34-inch ultra-wide is still absolutely there. That extra real estate is a game-changer for productivity. You can have 3 full windows side by side. Your timeline in a video editor stretches for miles. It's a multitasking monster. That promise holds true even in 2026. But the screen itself, here is where the first major 2026 reality check hits. This is a VA panel, and VA technology has come a long way, but this particular panel shows its age. The colors are decent out of the box. It covers 90% of the DCI P3 color space, which was great for its time. However, the contrast ratio is its party trick. VA panels are known for deep blacks, and this one delivers. Watching dark scenes in movies or playing space games is immersive because the blacks look black, not gray. And this is a huge, but you must confront the VA ghosting. /N//N this is the ghost in the machine, the specter haunting this otherwise solid monitor. At 144 Hz, the pixel response times, especially in dark transitions, can be sluggish. If you're coming from a fast IPS or, heaven forbid, an OLED panel, you will notice smearing. A dark object moving against a dark background leaves a faint, frustrating trail. It's not always terrible, but in fast-paced competitive games, it's a noticeable disadvantage. It's the monitor equivalent of running in mud while everyone else is on a track. So, is it a deal-breaker for gaming? Not entirely, but it's the compromise you must accept. Therefore, let's break down the gaming performance specifically. /N//N for single-player, immersive experiences. Your Cyberpunks, your Starfields. This monitor is still a blast. The curve, the size, the contrast all combine to pull you into the world. 144 Hz is plenty smooth for these genres. You're not chasing every last competitive edge, you're soaking in the atmosphere. And for that, the S3422DWG delivers a compelling experience even today. But if your game of choice is Counter-Strike 2, Valorant, or Apex Legends, this panel's weaknesses are highlighted. That pixel smearing can make tracking fast-moving targets a little less precise. It's not unplayable, far from it, but you are giving up a slice of responsiveness. It's like playing tennis with a slightly heavier racket. You can still play, but you feel the difference. /N/N. Now, here's the twist. What about the other features? It has AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, which is great for eliminating screen tear if you have an AMD GPU. It works well. The HDR 400 certification, however, is a joke. Let's be clear. HDR 400 is mostly a marketing checkbox. It gets brighter, yes, but without proper local dimming, it's a pale imitation of true HDR. Don't buy this monitor for HDR. That's like buying a bicycle for its air conditioning. It has a KVM switch, though, which is a genuinely useful hidden gem. You can connect two computers and switch between them using one set of keyboard and mouse. For hybrid workers, that's a killer feature that hasn't aged a day. /N/N. So, we have a monitor with an aging panel, great contrast, okay colors, and some useful productivity features. Where does that leave us in 2026? The investment question is all about context and price. This monitor is no longer at its original $700, $800 price point. It's in the clearance zone, the discount bin of history, and that changes everything. At a deep discount, its flaws become more acceptable, but at a price too close to newer, better technology, it becomes a trap. Therefore, let's talk about the elephant in the room, competition. /N/N. In 2026, you can find newer VA panels with better response times. You can find IPS panels with comparable contrast and far better motion clarity. And if you save a little longer, you might even step into the realm of budget OLED or mini LED. The choices are overwhelming. So, who is the Dell S3422DWG for in this brave new world? It's for the pragmatic buyer, the person who wants a huge, curved canvas for work and casual play without breaking the bank. It's for someone who values deep blacks over pixel-perfect speed. It's for the user who discovers it at a fire sale price and thinks, you know, that's a lot of screen for the money. /N/N. Is it worth the investment? The answer is a firm, it depends. If you find it for $300 or less and your needs align with its strengths, it can be a fantastic value purchase. You're getting a solid, feature-rich ultra-wide that does many things well. But if you're a competitive gazer or a color-critical professional, or if you see it priced above $400, look elsewhere. Your money will go further on a more modern panel. Therefore, my final verdict is this. The Dell S3422DWG in 2026 is a conditional yes. It's a relic that can still serve a purpose, but only if the price is right and your expectations are correctly set. Don't expect a cutting-edge experience. Expect a capable, sometimes frustrating, often impressive workhorse that reminds you of where we came from. And if that specific, price-sensitive scenario sounds like you, then for the best possible deal on this aging warrior, check the link in the description below.